are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert back to the air. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. 11 MT. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are back within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the...
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Herbert on first down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air again, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down and 4, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And some space here. Touchdown. T. Higgins. 57 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
4th down, here's Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Mixon running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go. 57. Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a carry for Pirine, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And